Hey everyone, I'm Liliane, your go-to cybersecurity consultant, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to tackle an important topic: why we need more women in cybersecurity, and why it's crucial to break the stereotype that tech isn't for women. Now, as someone who has personally navigated the male-dominated world of cybersecurity, I can tell you firsthand that the industry is in desperate need of diversity, not just to make things fairer, but because diversity brings better ideas, stronger teams, and more effective solutions. We're going to explore why the underrepresentation of women in cybersecurity is such a big issue and what we can do about it. If you're a woman who's thinking about getting into tech, but feeling uncertain because of your gender, or if you're already in tech, but feel like you don't quite fit in, this video is for you. Together, we can break the stereotype and build a more inclusive, dynamic, and innovative industry. So, let's dive in. The current state of women in cybersecurity. Let's start by looking at the current state of women in cybersecurity. While women are making strides in the tech world, cybersecurity is still heavily male-dominated. In fact, according to studies, women make up only about 24% of the global cybersecurity workforce. When you think about how many opportunities there are in this field, especially as cybersecurity threats continue to grow, it's clear that there's a serious gender gap. This gap isn't just about numbers. It's about the way women are perceived, the stereotypes they face, and the barriers that keep many talented women from even considering cybersecurity as a career. For many women, there's a fear of not fitting in due to gender. It's the feeling that cybersecurity, or tech in general, is something that's meant for men, a stereotype that's been around for way too long. But today, we're going to dismantle that myth and talk about why it's so important to bring more women into cybersecurity. 1. Diversity drives innovation. The first reason we need more women in cybersecurity is simple: diversity drives innovation. The more diverse your team is, the more perspectives and ideas you have, which leads to better problem solving. And let's face it, cybersecurity is all about solving complex problems. Think about it this way: when everyone in the room has the same background, experiences, and ways of thinking, you're going to get the same types of solutions. But when you introduce diversity, whether that's in gender, race, or background, you get a range of perspectives that can lead to creative solutions that might not have been considered otherwise. In cybersecurity, this is critical. Cyber threats are constantly evolving, and the more diverse our teams, the better equipped we are to anticipate new threats and develop solutions that cover all bases. Women bring unique perspectives to the table, especially when it comes to risk assessment and human-centered thinking, which are essential in cybersecurity. Having more women in cybersecurity also means bringing more empathy to the table. Cybersecurity isn't just about the technical side of things, it's about protecting people. Women often bring a people-first approach, which is invaluable when designing security solutions that work for real-world users. 2. Breaking the tech isn't for women stereotype. One of the biggest reasons more women don't enter the cybersecurity field is because of the persistent stereotype that tech isn't for women. It's an outdated, harmful notion, but it's still very much alive. From a young age, many girls are subtly, or sometimes even overtly, discouraged from pursuing STEM for science, technology, engineering, and math fields because it's seen as the man's domain. But here's the thing: tech is for everyone. The idea that women don't have a place in cybersecurity, or that they are somehow less capable in technical fields, is not only false, but damaging. We need to actively work to break this stereotype, and that starts by encouraging more girls and women to pursue careers in tech. We need to create a culture where women feel welcome and valued, and where their contributions are seen as equally important as their male counterparts. It's not enough to tell women they can work in cybersecurity. We need to show them that they can thrive here, just as much as men can. In my own journey, I often faced the feeling that I didn't fit the mold of a typical cybersecurity professional. But over time, I realized that breaking the mold was exactly what made me valuable. Women have just as much right to be here as men, and we bring strengths that make the industry better. 3. The growing need for cybersecurity professionals. Here's another major point. The cybersecurity industry is growing at a rapid pace, and we don't have nearly enough professionals to meet the demand. In fact, there's a massive skills gap in cybersecurity, with millions of unfilled jobs projected over the next few years. This is a huge opportunity for women to step in and make a mark. As technology continues to advance, the number of cybersecurity threats is increasing. From data breaches to ransomware attacks, organizations across all sectors are facing an onslaught of cyber attacks. This means the need for skilled cybersecurity professionals has never been higher. The problem is, if we're only pulling talent from half the population, i.e., mostly men, we're missing out on a huge pool of untapped talent. By encouraging more women to pursue careers in cybersecurity, we can begin to close the skills gap and build a stronger, more capable workforce. There's a common misconception that cybersecurity is all about coding and hacking, which might scare some women away. But the truth is, cybersecurity offers a wide range of roles, from analytical positions to policymaking, consulting, and project management. There's a place for everyone, and women can excel in all of these areas. 4. Women bring different problem-solving approaches. Another reason we need more women in cybersecurity is because women often bring different approaches to problem-solving. Research shows that men and women tend to approach problems differently, and both approaches are valuable, especially in a field as dynamic as cybersecurity. Women are often known for being more detail-oriented, thorough, and collaborative in their work. These traits are critical when it comes to identifying vulnerabilities in systems or assessing risk from multiple angles. In cybersecurity, where a single oversight can lead to a major breach, having diverse problem-solving approaches is key. When women bring their analytical and collaborative strengths into cybersecurity, they help teams spot issues that might have been overlooked by a more homogeneous group. We need to embrace these different problem-solving styles and recognize that cybersecurity thrives on diversity of thought. When women feel empowered to bring their perspectives to the table, everyone benefits. 5. Closing the confidence gap. Now, let's talk about confidence. Many women who are interested in cybersecurity may hesitate because of the confidence gap, the tendency for women to doubt their abilities even when they are fully qualified. This is something I personally struggled with early in my career. Even though I had the skills and experience to succeed, I often felt like I wasn't good enough, like I had to prove myself in ways that my male colleagues didn't. This lack of confidence can hold women back from applying for jobs, seeking promotions, or even entering the field in the first place. To close this gap, we need to empower women to believe in their abilities. Women need to hear that they are just as qualified as men, and that they don't need to meet every single qualification on a job listing to apply. Studies have shown that men are more likely to apply for jobs even if they only meet a portion of the qualifications, whereas women tend to hold back unless they meet every requirement. We need to start telling women, go for it. You're capable and you belong here. 6. The power of role models and mentorship. Another key to bringing more women into cybersecurity is the importance of role models and mentors. Seeing women in leadership positions or thriving in cybersecurity can be incredibly inspiring and reassuring for other women. Throughout my career, I've benefited from having mentors who guided me, believed in me, and helped me navigate the challenges of working in a male-dominated industry. Having someone who understands the unique struggles you face as a woman in tech can make a world of difference. That's why we need more women mentors in cybersecurity, women who can help pave the way for the next generation of female professionals. It's one thing to tell women that they belong in cybersecurity, but it's another to show them. When women see others like them succeeding in the field, it becomes easier to imagine themselves succeeding too. So, whether you're already in cybersecurity or thinking about getting into it, I encourage you to seek out mentors, and when you're ready, become a mentor. We need to create a cycle of women lifting each other up. 7. Combating the fear of not fitting in. A huge barrier for many women entering cybersecurity is the fear of not fitting in. This fear can stem from walking into a room and being the only woman, or from feeling like your contributions won't be taken seriously because of your gender. I know this feeling all too well. There were times early in my career when I felt like an outsider, and that fear of not fitting in made me second-guess myself. But here's the truth: fitting in isn't the goal. Standing out is. We need to flip the narrative and realize that the very fact that we're different is what makes us valuable. When you're the only woman in the room, your perspective is needed even more. Don't shy away from that, embrace it. 8. Women can change the culture of cybersecurity. Let's face it, cybersecurity has a culture problem. The industry has historically been dominated by a boys' club mentality, and that can make it difficult for women to feel welcome. But here's the thing: culture can change. And women are key to making that change happen. When more women enter cybersecurity, they help shift the culture. Women bring different leadership styles, communication methods, and team dynamics that can foster a more inclusive and collaborative environment. And when the culture becomes more inclusive, it benefits everyone, not just women. Changing the culture isn't going to happen overnight, but every woman who enters the field and leads with authenticity helps move the needle. By being ourselves and refusing to conform to outdated norms, we can help create a cybersecurity industry that's welcoming for all. 9. Addressing the pay gap in cybersecurity. Another important issue we need to address is the gender pay gap in cybersecurity. Even when women break into the industry, they often find themselves being paid less than their male counterparts for doing the same work. This is a widespread issue, and it's unacceptable. We need to advocate for equal pay and ensure that women are being compensated fairly for their work. This means being open about salary expectations, negotiating for what you deserve, and supporting policies that promote pay transparency. Closing the pay gap is essential to making cybersecurity a more attractive and equitable field for women. After all, if women are constantly being underpaid, it sends the message that their work is less valuable, something we know simply isn't true. 10. Women in cybersecurity. The future is female. Finally, the last point I want to make is this: the future of cybersecurity needs to be female. We've already talked about how important diversity is for innovation, problem-solving, and building a stronger industry. But beyond that, the future of cybersecurity needs women because women are the future. As more women enter the field, they'll become the leaders, the mentors, and the change-makers who will shape the direction of cybersecurity for years to come. We need women to step into this space, take up leadership roles, and drive the industry forward. So if you've ever doubted whether you have a place in cybersecurity, I'm here to tell you, you do. You belong here, and the industry needs you more than ever. Final thoughts: why we need more women in cybersecurity. Breaking into cybersecurity as a woman can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. The industry needs diversity, not just for fairness, but for innovation and progress. We need more women to step up and bring their unique talents, perspectives, and leadership into this space. I hope these points have helped shed light on why more women in cybersecurity is essential. If you're a woman who's interested in the field but unsure where to start, or if you've ever doubted your place in tech, I hope this video has inspired you to take that first step. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content on cybersecurity, diversity, and tech. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the role of women in cybersecurity, or share your own experiences. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.